My name is J. Stephen Griles. I'm appearing today voluntarily, and I believe the committee's work is very, very important. What I've heard today is extremely disheartening. As the committee knows, I've been a public servant for almost 24 years, first with the Commonwealth of Virginia from 1968 to 1981, and then with the United States Department of Interior from 1981 through 1989, and again from 2001 through January of this year. In my most recent position, I served as Deputy Secretary of Interior. I considered it a privilege to work for President Bush, and Secretary Norton, and many of you and your colleagues on the issues of importance to this country and its environment. 2 weeks ago, I spent over 4 hours answering questions from this committee staff. I was shown documents that I'd never seen before and told things about Mr. Aberhoff that I did not know, and today I learned more. We have heard that Mr. Aberhoff has taken an unbelievable amount of money from some of the most vulnerable people in our society. He also apparently has claimed to have special access to my office on behalf of his Indian gaming clients. That is outrageous, and it is not true. If he got this money in part by misrepresenting his relationships with me, I am extremely pleased that you are investigating this. Before I answer your questions, I want to make one important point. From the time I became Deputy Secretary, I had no responsibilities for Indian gaming issues. Authority over those issues was assigned to others, who reported directly to the Secretary, like Michael Rossetti. And the Secretary made all decisions relating to Indian gaming compacts. I want you to know this, so that you can judge the credibility of any special access to my office on this issue. Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. I want to thank the staff for the way they treated me when we went through the interview.
Thank you very much. Mr. Rossetti.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have no prepared remarks, but I am happy, of course, to answer any questions that you have, Mr. Chairman, or that the Vice Chairman has of me at this time.
Thank you very much.
Any questions that you have, Mr. Chairman, or that the Vice Chairman has of me at this time.
Thank you very much. Mr. Griles, according to documents in the committee's possession, Mr. Aberhoff directly and indirectly contacted you while you served as Deputy Secretary of the Department of the Interior about tribal issues that were pending before the Department. I'd like to explore those communications with you now. First, could you describe your relationship with Mr. Aberhoff?
My relationship with Mr. Aberhoff was, as with other lobbyists, nothing more, nothing less. Just as it would be with senators and other interest groups. I returned calls directly. If people called or I had those calls returned by others who had direct responsibilities.
At your deposition, you testified that you could only vaguely recall a couple of conversations you had with Ms. Federici about matters relating to Mr. Aberhoff's clients pending at the department, and that was it, and that these were only requests by Mrs. Federici to have you call Mr. Aberhoff back. Is that correct?
Yes, Senator. I told your investigators that I recalled several conversations in which she had asked me to call Mr. Aberhoff. She had just been talking to him, and he wanted to know if I'd call him. I know of one instance that I think, this has been a long time ago, that I made a return call to him.
So you've been unable to, with the benefit of time, you've been unable to remember anything further?
And I haven't seen any other documents, Senator, either to help with that.
At your deposition, you said you never had any reason to get involved in tribal gaming issue and that you, quote, didn't do gaming. At your deposition, you testified as the COO at Interior you did not intervene or get involved in gaming issues except to the extent a counselor asked you for advice. But to what extent did you try to intervene in gaming issues that related to Mr. Abramoff's clients?
Senator, I don't recall me intervening on behalf of Mr. Abramoff's clients ever.
Mr. Rossetti, are you aware of any instance where Mr. Griles tried to intervene in gaming issues relating to Mr. Abramoff's clients?
I am aware, Senator, Mr. Chairman, that Mr. Griles, at some point late in 2003, I believe it was, became very interested in participating in the decision-making process and indicated to me on many occasions a desire to be in attendance at the Secretary's decision-making meeting with respect to the two-part determination that was before her or would be before her with respect to the Jenna Band in Louisiana.
Mr. Griles, with the benefit of Mr. Rossetti's recollection, why did you try to intervene in the Jenna issue?
Mr. Rossetti has a different memory than I have, Senator, of that issue.
And you had...
Senator,
go ahead, please.
I have, and to my recollection, never went to a decision-making meeting on the Jenna Band with the Secretary. My recollection, and I believe if you were to check with the Secretary, she would indicate that also. I don't recall, Senator, going to any meeting with the career staff, and I believe if you were to check with the career staff, that would be true.
But did you try to intervene in the Jenna issue?
Senator, I was the Chief Operating Officer. If I'd have wanted to intervene in those issues, I could have. That wasn't what I was doing at Interior. I did not do Indian gaming, sir.
What conversations do you recall that you had with Mr. Abramoff regarding the Jenna issue, or with Ms. Federici concerning the Jenna issue?
Senator, I don't recall having a discussion with Ms. Federici about the Jenna Band issue at all.
Do you have any recollection of any conversations you had with Ms. Federici about a leadership dispute in the Louisiana Coshada tribe?
Senator, as I told your investigators, I recall, as I indicated a few moments ago, that I had a call from Italia Federici in which she discussed something, and I don't recall the nature of that conversation. At the end of that conversation, she asked me, said I was talking to Mr. Abramoff. He wondered if you could give him a call. That's my recollection. I called Mr. Abramoff. I was not in the office when I returned the call. I think I was on my way home or whatever. And he indicated there was a dispute, a mutiny dispute, a lockout, or whatever it was, with one of the tribes in the southeast. I then took that information and asked the acting Assistant Secretary for Indian Affairs, would she please look at that? I may have asked her to talk to him and determine what, if any, appropriate action we should take.